Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 5 of Let's Platinum Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Alright, let's start today by talking to Chatley.
Cloud, have you heard of golden plumes? They're a variety of chocobo feather noted for their especially unique luster, and are used for both ornamental and medicinal purposes. You should pick up any you find, as certain shops might be willing to trade them for goods.
Okay, yeah, we'll grab those later. Let's go to Use Combat Simulator. Alright, as I spoke about last time, we are going to do some of these so that we can make some progress. Let's get started with each character's combat training so we can learn a little bit more about how they work. So combat training Cloud, a series of solo battles for Cloud. Participate in training exercises designed to teach novices the basics of combat. Participate in the combat simulators training exercise to learn not only the ins and outs of battle, but also how best to utilize each party member. More such exercises will become available as new allies join your teams. Spoilers! Note that some of these simulations will allow you to use abilities you may not have learned yet. Alright, Cloud, begin challenge. Now, the unfortunate thing about these is they take a little while to load, but I mean, that one was pretty quick, but later they won't be so quick. Alright, here we go. Cloud, basic attacks. I don't think we've learnt, or seen this particular tip, but I'll just read them and go through them anyway. Press square to attack with Cloud's sword. Holding the button will allow you to follow up with a sweeping slash. Press the button after dodging to launch a ranged attack, or hold the button to unleash an aerial combo. So press, hold, then you like to roll and attack, and hold as well. And then you get Cloud's starting abilities. Cloud's initial abilities are Braver and Triple Slash. With Braver, Cloud can deliver a heavy swing of his blade, which becomes even more potent while airborne, a perfect finisher for a staggered foe. Triple Slash allows Cloud to deliver 3 consecutive strikes on multiple foes, even airborne ones, and grows more potent the more enemies he hits. Okay, actually didn't know about that. Now, do I have enough? Yes, so 2, 3. 1, okay, pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Yeah, Triple Slash L1 plus Circle is really powerful, really useful at the beginning of the game, so we're going to use that as often as possible. Braver is also pretty good, but only for when it's against one enemy. Alright, now we're doing exactly the same thing with 3 orcs. It says switching modes. Cloud's Triangle, unique ability, is switching modes while fighting, alternating between the balanced operator mode and the offense-oriented Punisher mode. It will always begin battle in Operator mode. Try weakening the enemy with Operator mode, then quickly finishing them off with Punisher mode. So charge in, hold, triangle. In Punisher mode, Cloud moves more slowly, but Square can unleash a more powerful attack than usual. In addition, Cloud will launch a counter-strike every time he guards against an enemy's melee attack. Very important to note that it says melee attack. He cannot, however, guard against ranged attacks or magic. When you evade such attacks, you will switch back to Operator mode. Yeah, so anytime... Oops, pressed the wrong button. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chuck in a Triple Slash and finish it off. Cool. There's a lot to learn with Punisher mode. I'll do my best to explain it as we go in certain battles. It's... they're kind of like deeper hidden mechanics, but it is really cool. Alright, we got a Fire Materia. That's good. Let's move on to Barret. Oh, it even set it up for us. Okay, Barret, let's go. Yeah, all the characters are pretty unique, which I like, and they really made them even better in this game compared to a remake. They were already good, but they made them even better. Barret, basic attacks. Barret specializes in ranged attacks, allowing him to strike enemies that Cloud cannot reach with his sword. Press square to shoot, or hold the button down to release a sustained burst of automatic fire. Lock onto a distant foe with R3 to blast them from a safe distance. Alright, so let's R3, hold, and again. Okay, Barret's starting abilities. Barret's initial abilities are Steel Skin and Maximum Fury. Steel Skin temporarily reduces damage taken and makes Barret less likely to be interrupted while unleashing an attack. Maximum Fury consumes all available ATB charges, so ATB charges, not all available ATB, just charges. You can only charge 2 segments for every character by default. So if you have 1, it consumes 1, if you have 2, it consumes 2, if you have 1 and a bit, it will just consume 1, leaving you with that bit, and unleashes a hail of bullets. The more ATB charges consumed, the more potent it becomes. Let's chuck an overcharge in here. just to get our... What happened there? Oh, I guess I'm just not strong enough. Hang on. Wow, these orcs are quite strong. Looks like levels make a pretty decent difference as we get them, because yeah, Barrett's attack was very weak there. Alright, round 2. Fight! Okay, now we learn about Overcharge. Pressing triangle will unleash Barrett's powerful Overcharge ability, dealing massive damage and greatly filling his ATB gauge. Once used, it will need some time to recharge before it can be unleashed again. Press triangle again while it is recharging to fill the Overcharge gauge faster, and then this is important, pressing triangle after using an ability or a standard attack will greatly fill the gauge. So I'm going to lock on, use that. Okay, actually that was bad not to use there. Wait until this runs out, chuck a triangle. Hang on, try again. Wait until this runs out, triangle. And then you can do maximum fury. And as soon as it's done... Oh, okay. If they hadn't have died, I could press triangle to charge it again. One cool thing, I'm pretty confident about this, that mechanic existed in Remake, but I don't think it was intentional. Or if it was intentional, they never made a point to mention it. So yeah, and what I mean is like the pressing triangle after completing like a regular sustained burst of fire or an ability, but it was present in Remake, which is really cool. Alright, Tifa. Tifa's a powerhouse in this. Love her battle music, it's so different. Alright, Tifa basic attacks. Tifa excels at close range combat and uses quick combos to deal damage. Press square to execute a normal attack or hold it down to deliver a single powerful blow. Attack after dodging to unleash a sweeping strike capable of hitting multiple targets. So roll, 1, 2, 3 and hold. And then I can dodge and do that attack there. Tifa's starting abilities. Tifa's initial abilities are Unbridled Strength and Focus Strike. Unbridled Strength increases her chi level and grants temporary access to more triangle techniques. Higher chi levels increase the number of standard attacks Tifa can chain together, as well as improve her evasion. With Focus Strike, Tifa leaps backwards out of harm's way and then deals a powerful strike that fills a foe's stagger gauge. Successfully dodging an attack will fill her ATB gauge. Oh, this is so cool when you read it after you like play the game and go, oh, okay, that works. So yeah, if you dodge with the Focus Strike, which is the first part of it, you actually get a bonus to your ATB gauge. Note that Tifa will use Unbridled Strength when equipped with the Auto Unique Ability Materia. We don't have that yet, but we will eventually. Actually, maybe we do have it. Okay. I'd like to do a whirling... Oh, you get the proficiency. Okay. I did not know that. Well, I guess I'm gonna learn Dive Kick pretty quickly. And yeah, I think they're gonna talk about it. Are they? I'm not sure. I think they will. But yeah, it looks I got proficiency with it because I killed both of them. Alright, Unbridled Strength. Pressing triangle will unleash one of Tifa's martial arts techniques, such as whirling uppercut. That's what I did earlier. The Unbridled Strength ability increases Tifa's chi level, making more advanced techniques available for use. Omni Strike with 2 levels of chi, so after you use it once to get to level 2, and Rise and Fall with 3. Utilizing an advanced technique expends 1 level of chi. Hitting staggered foes with advanced techniques will increase the damage multiplier. Yeah, so that's important to note as well. So let's like punch the crap out of these guys. Dodging and then like doing this. Hang on, Unbridled Strength. Bang. Bang. Yeah, dodging and attacking will cause them, or at least these orcs, to stagger back, preventing Tifa from getting hit by a counterattack, which is really good. Alright, round 3. Okay, now the Alpha Dunk here is a little bit annoying, but we'll get through it. Staggering Specialist. Tifa has a variety of abilities that can increase the damage multiplier on staggered foes. Pressing triangle will unleash her Whirling Uppercut, Omni Strike, or Rise and Fall unique abilities, which can increase the stagger damage bonus. Try staggering a foe by landing a focused strike or exploiting their weakness, then going in for the kill with an advanced technique. Alright, so let's dodge around here. Hit once. Dodge. Damn it. 1, 2. try timing our 1, 2. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're weak to ice, so let's do that. It's gonna pressure you. Gonna hit. Get the stagger, and now when I do, what is it? A material world. I like that. I think that's for improving one materia. Yeah, I staggered and then I used Whirling Uppercut, which increased the percentage damage that I deal by 5% when they're staggered, so even more. Alright, Ice Materia. Fantastic. Because we are living in a material world, and Tifa is a materia girl. Alright, Aerith. Aerith is a powerhouse as well. Music is so different as well. Alright, Aerith, basic attacks. Press square to unleash long-range magic attacks capable of hitting multiple targets. Hold down square to charge the Tempest skill. Striking an enemy with this skill fully charged will summon a Fleeting Familiar to assist you in combat. Fleeting Familiar is a fairy friend that increases the potency of Aerith's spells and automatically attacks foes she is targeting. So let's try holding square down, release it as soon as it's ready, and now you can see there's a tiny butterfly next to Aerith. Aerith's initial abilities are Soul Drain and Sorcerous Storm. Soul Drain siphons MP from opponents, absorbing additional MP from staggered foes, and Sorcerous Storm is a devastating magical attack that harms all opponents in Aerith's immediate vicinity. Get up close to a group of enemies to hit multiple targets at once. And it's got a pretty decent range, like I think if I hit from maybe here it might work.
Backing off a bit. That's it.
Hang on.
That's that.
Yeah, I think that counted. It was hard to tell.
Here he comes.
Pow. Oh, come on, die.
This one's for you. See you around.
I love how they made all the characters so different. And yeah, like Tifa, what do you call it? Most of the characters keep their abilities from the previous game, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, Ward Shift. Some of Aerith's abilities conjure beneficial magic wards. Arcane Ward, for example, automatically casts attack spells twice, helping you conserve ATB charges. The extra spell still costs MP, but casting 2 spells in rapid succession essentially doubles your magic offense. I actually didn't know that it still costs MP. Aerith can also instantaneously warp to a conjured ward by pressing triangle. Note that warping requires full concentration and thus cannot be performed in rapid succession. That's an interesting way to put it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do one more. Let's try an Arcane Ward. And then, hang on. Arrow. Quick. Yeah! Wait, it wasn't enough? These guys must not have been close enough. Arrow! Come on. Bingo! And done. Boom. And apparently I learned Arcane Ward as well. Permanently.
Glad that's over.
I thought I had learned Arcane Ward in the previous episode, but I guess not. Oh no, because that's right here, because I found the Timeless Rod and I was like, oh, that's lucky. Alright, Red 13. Let's go. We're getting through it, don't worry, we'll get back to other stuff. I'm trying to make this as like, you know, do a bit of this, do a bit of that as possible. Alright, Red 13. Basic attacks. Press square to swipe at foes, or hold it down to unleash a whirling slash capable of hitting multiple targets. Successfully guarding against attacks with R1 fills the Vengeance gauge, allowing you to turn the tide of battle. After successfully blocking an attack, let down your guard and press square to perform counterspin and lunge back at the target. Alright, let's see if I can do that. So, if we go like that... Is that counterspin? That didn't really feel like it was counterspin. Alright, anyway. Red 13's initial abilities are Sidewinder and Sentinel Stance. Sidewinder sends Red 13 spinning into the enemy, dealing massive damage, a perfect finishing move. Guarding against attacks while Sentinel Stance is active greatly fills the Vengeance gauge. Red 13 cannot move during this time, but pressing square will break the stance and strike an enemy. If you hold, you can do this, which is cool. Sidewinder. Let's go Sidewinder. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't play much with Red 13 during my first playthrough, but he's like growing on me. The way he plays is actually really cool. Alright, jump in. Vengeance mode. Successfully guarding against attacks fills the Vengeance gauge, which can be consumed with triangle to enter Vengeance mode, increasing Red 13's attack power and dodge speed. While in Vengeance mode, press triangle to use Siphon Fang, damaging an opponent and absorbing their HP. Vengeance mode can be activated at any time, but it will last longer depending on how full the gauge is. I pressed it, but I pressed it too late. Can I time? Can I have some timing, please? There we go. Alright, Vengeance mode. Let's see Whoa! That was amazing. And the particle effects and the way the game looks is so good with Red 13. Oh, they're all of them. They really like whoever is in charge of the particle effects. They knocked it out of the park. It looks so good. Okay, MP up Materia. Okay, now we also have synergy down here. I'm going to leave this one for later. Let's do Beginner's Hall. This is pretty quick. Cloud and Barrett. Yeah, I'm going to leave synergy for later because that relies more on some other stuff that we've learned a little bit about it, but I want to leave it for later. The music from the first battle in Original 7 in Sector 5, Marker Reactor 5, I think it is. Press square to attack an enemy, dealing damage and filling the ATB gauge. Press R1 to block incoming attacks or use circle to move out of harm's way. Successfully blocking an attack will reduce the amount of damage taken to fill your ATB gauge. Block with perfect timing to render the attack ineffective. Dun, 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 dun. Your ATB gauge will gradually fill over time, but landing attacks will make it fill faster. You can store up to 2 ATB charges. Press X to open the command menu and expend ATB charges to activate abilities, cast spells, or use items. Opening the commands menu will activate tactical mode, slowing down time and allowing you to choose commands at your leisure, or leisure, as some people say. Alright. / command shortcuts. Hold L1, then press one of the 4 action buttons to quickly use the ability or spell set to that shortcut. Shortcuts can be set in the combat settings section of the main menu. So I'm going to exit this, change to Barrett. Quickly chuck in it. There we go. Come on. Oh, nice. That was awesome. Barrett's sustained burst of fire ended right as the final shot was going to come out, and the final shot is the most powerful one. So Orc A died, and then it went to C, and he died too. Alright, these guys, Velocowings. Locking onto targets. Press R3 to lock onto a specific target, such as airborne enemies or those difficult to draw a bead on due to their speed. That's an interesting way to put it. Use the right thumbstick to switch targets or press R3 to disengage. Okay. Switching characters. Switching to a different character will sometimes provide an advantage in battle. Alternatively, you can continue controlling the same character while ordering your allies to attack. Press up and down or left and right on the D-pad to switch characters. Press L2R2 to issue commands to allies. Note that you can switch characters even while guarding. To change who you control at the start of combat, go to the combat settings in the main menu, select the character and press triangle to designate them as party leader. Alright, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go target change. Oh, that is not the one I wanted to do. I actually want this guy to charge at me. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try and dodge out of the way so I can get the pressure on him. Certain abilities, this is an interesting one here. Certain abilities such as Cloud's Triple Slash and Tifa's Focus Strike can be used to take down foes in mid-air. So I don't know why they're those symbols though. Triple Slash, Focus Strike, interesting. Commands marked with that can be utilized while airborne, as well as those marked with that, which launch a grounded character into the air. Okay, so you can use Focus Strike while in the air, and you can use Triple Slash while in the air, but Triple Slash will launch you into the air? Yeah, okay, as that graphic just showed there. Hang on, Tifa's can be used to take down foes in mid-air commands. Yeah, utilize while airborne. Okay, anyway. Note that not all your party members can fight while airborne. Okay. I couldn't dodge in time. Da, 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 da. The thing with avoiding these charge attacks... Okay, well, I died. Is they have to be like targeting you, and it's a little finicky. I think I learned, or not learned something there, but something got shown off, which is if you press triangle while you're in operator mode in the air, I think it'll activate punish mode and you'll descend straight down. I have to try it a couple more times with aerial foes, but I'll go over that eventually. Inflicting enough damage or exploiting an elemental weakness will place the enemy in a pressured state. When this happens, pelt them with magic and abilities to quickly fill the stagger gauge, which is located on their life bar. Discover an enemy's weakness, use assess. Okay, so change to you. Activate.
Hang back.
Perfect. Certain abilities such as Cloud's Focus Thrust, Barrett's Focus Shot, and Tifa's Focus Strike can quickly fill the stagger gauge, especially when used on a pressured foe. Learned that already. Let's chuck a fire on this one. Perfect. Focus Shot. Back to Cloud. And fill the stagger gauge. Filling the stagger gauge will immobilize your foe momentarily, leaving them defenseless and more susceptible to damage. Use triangle unique abilities on staggered enemies to quickly fill your ATB gauge. Once you have the ATB charges you need, unleash devastating attacks to finish them off. Triangle. Hang on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we've got a proficiency bonus for Barrett because he used Focused Shot, which caused the enemy to become staggered. Alright, almost done here with the combat simulator. We're not going to do all of them, we're just going to do one more. We got a HP up Materia. Very good. Alright, and then the one we want to do is Known Thine Enemy. It's a very easy mission to do, but let's knock it out. Biological Intel, Known Thine Enemy. A 3-person battle in which you pick your team, engage in simulated combat against a pack of fiends to more thoroughly analyze their behavioral patterns and social hierarchy. And we'll get the, try that for a third time, we'll get the enemy skill material. I'm going to use Cloud, Aerith, and Barrett, I think it was. Because I think these are flying foes? Yeah, the Velocirwings again. So it says don't become incapacitated, which to be honest, like, I don't think you would. Okay, you learnt about this. Okay, they're dead. Easy peasy. Yeah, one of the quickest fights in the game, and I don't even think we took damage. But we did get the very important enemy skill material. Ta-da! So this is one of those things that I did off screen, and I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I do this first, because I didn't do this first. I left it to the end of Grasslands. Assess enemies across various regions to unlock special challenges in the combat simulator, then complete these challenges to learn new enemy skills. The default skill, Sonic Boom, deals wind magic damage and grants bravery and faith, which increases your physical strength and your magical strength, respectively. Will always be available as long as the materia is equipped. Cool. So let's exit. Alright, so the ones we have left are Synergy, which I said we'll leave until later. We probably could do this one here, it's 5 rounds and you get healing materia, level 2. And then you can also fight Titan, but we'll leave Titan for a little bit later. He's pretty hard.
My archives are filling up with combat data.
He's pretty hard, but I could probably do it.
If there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. I'm always happy to help.
Alright, before we do anything else, go to Materia and Equipment, go to Cloud, and make sure that Cloud has the enemy skill materia. The reason is we need 50 AP to make this level 2. And making it level 2 will allow us to complete all of the combat simulator challenges once we finish Grasslands. So we want to have it on as soon as possible. So let's equip that. Let's also give him, what else can we give him? Probably HP up. What haven't we got? Wind, lightning, ice and fire. Yeah, let's go HP up. Does Aerith have a spot? She does. Let's give her the MP up material. I don't know if I'm going to be using her too much, but we'll give her that. Alright, so who's on our party? We've got Cloud. Yes, okay, so you're done, but I need to give you the Timeless Rod, which is good. Red 13. Red 13, I want him in the party for Stardust Ray, but I think it's actually a little bit difficult to get that done. So let's put... How do I even do this? Combat settings. Let's go with... Probably... I think I want Barrett and Tifa, actually. So I need to change that. How do I do that? So let's change you. How do I do it? Change party... I can't change it? Oh, edit party, there we go. Red 13 for Tifa. Cool, so now number 2 is... Yeah, that's good. We'll leave it like that. Alright, so we've got Cloud, Barrett, and Tifa. Alright, what is next? Next, we have to go back to Billy because he is ready for us. I think last time Pico was eating and he said, yeah, better leave him. You can see that my party is there are these icons above their heads, and it's just how they feel about me. They don't feel too much about me right now, but they will eventually.
Hey,
yeah.
Perfect timing. Pico's all prepped. But first, here. You just give that whistle a toot and your Chocobo will come a-running.
Alright, Choco Whistle, calling your bird. Press R1 to use your Choco Whistle and summon your bird to your side while out exploring the world. Note that you can only call a Chocobo in a region once you have wrangled that region's bird.
So, who here's never been on Chocoback?
I haven't.
Why don't we take a few laps to get you comfortable then? Come with me.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna do... Yeah, it's a mini game, I guess. There are a lot of mini games in this game. And this will be the first one, I think. I think it's the first one, right? Yeah, I'd say this is the first one. Alright, Billy. What do I need to do? Pathing in games is so funny. Make him go there, make him go
Here's where we
there.
get our birds in shape for the races.
What races?
The gold saucers, I mean. They're a big deal in our community. Won't find a ranch around here that doesn't compete.
So you guys race too?
We've been sitting it out since Mom and Dad left. But we're gonna get back in the fight soon and kick the tar out of one particularly nasty weasel. But never you mind all that. You just focus on the basics, like making sure you don't get thrown from the saddle. Why don't you try hopping on Pico and giving me a holler?
Alright, press L1. Break in the saddle, like back in the saddle, but break in the saddle. Alright, and now we talk to Billy.
Okay, but how's about we stretch his legs a bit?
Riding practice. Hustle the Chocobo. Use the training grounds on Bill's ranch to get the hang of Chocoback riding. Pass each of the goalposts in order and complete the course as quickly as you can. R2 or L3 to dash, press again to sprint, and circle to jump. Don't worry about jumping. Participate in Hustle the Chocobo, yes, and you can see here, if we finish in under 40 seconds, we'll get something called a Crescent Moon Charm. If we finish in under 35 seconds, we'll get 5 Mist Seeds, and if we finish in under 31 seconds, we'll get 5 Beast Talons. So let's try and do that. Now, on my very first practice, the first time playing the game, I was able to get rank 2, and then when I was practicing it more recently, I did get rank 3, I guess, straight away. I find the easiest way to do it is just hold R2 quickly at the beginning, and then just make this shortcut over here, and if you do that, you should have enough time to get there. I hope. You may have a shallow mind, but you can kiss my behind. Punch, punch, falcon punch. Yeah! 29.69. 29.69. 29 nice.
That was something else. You and Pico are a perfect match. Might even have what it takes to win a race or two at the Gold Saucer.
We can't thank you enough, Billy.
Oh, that reminds me. Y'all mentioned your flat broke, right? Then you might want to swing by Calm again. Now that the troopers have cleared out, it's probably safe for you to ask around for work. Though, don't run off just yet. My sister's looking for help. Not sure what the trouble is. Didn't want to confide in me for whatever reason. Honestly, she hasn't been herself since Mom left. They did dang near everything together.
You want to lend Chloe a hand?
We need to move on.
True, but moving on costs money. We had fun helping people in Sector 5, right? Same deal.
Odd jobs. People the world over are willing to pay top gil for Cloud's hand for hire services. To track these odd jobs, open the map with the touchpad and select quests. Community notice boards. Certain settlements will have a notice board upon which citizens in need will post job offers. Accepting a job will mark your new employer on your map. Tackle the odd jobs listed here to earn rare rewards, deepen your bonds with your allies, and increase your party level. And fast traveling the world. Yay, we unlocked fast travel. You can now warp to any unlocked waypoints, such as towns, repaired Chocobo stops, and activated Remnant Wave towers. Press the touchpad to open the map and select a location to instantly travel to it. Note that you can only fast travel to Chocobo stops once you have wrangled the region's Chocobo. So yeah, in case that doesn't make sense, basically we are in the grasslands and later we'll be in different areas. We need to wrangle a Chocobo from each area before we can actually fast travel with Chocobos. Because we've got the Chocobo for grasslands, we can fast travel with the Chocobo straight away. Let's talk to Chloe before we leave. Just gonna try and collect all these items here. Barrett, don't make a mess. What did I say? Okay.
Oh hey, you're back.
I heard you might need some help.
You did? Oh, I see. Billy talked to you, didn't he? I've been meaning to go pick flowers, but the plains are way too dangerous for that. I'm sorry to hear that. As a flower lover myself, I sympathize. Well, the thing is, I want to make a flower crown. Mom used to make them for us all the time. So I wanted to give it a try, but with all the monsters, I didn't know how I could. Here's an idea. Maybe we could do the picking for you? Sure. Cloud, thoughts?
What happened to your parents? Ask your brother, or we'll take the job. Let's say what happened to your parents.
Truth is, our parents died in an accident when I was really little. Billy doesn't like to talk about it. Sorry. We used to go on these family picnics. And after we were done eating, Mom would make flower crowns for me and Billy. I'd wear mine for days.
How do you know Sam?
I shouldn't tell you this, but he's the reason Mom and Dad died. That's what Billy says. I don't know. He always changes the subject when I ask.
You know what, for this, just give me a second here. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to make sure that saying this didn't affect anything later, so let's just say this.
I would, but it's a gift. He's had to work so hard since we're on our own. I wanted to do something nice for him. Of course. I promise you we'll keep it a surprise.
Alright, we'll take the job.
Really? You will? The flowers grow on a hill that's got a great view of Midgar. It's kinda far, but a Chocobo will get you there quick. Thank you so much.
Alright, we won't be doing that for a while. How many Chocobo, how many gold plumes do I have? Inventory, key items, trading tokens. I have 2. Okay. You know what, because I have 2.
Hi, how can I help you today?
Buy? No, not buy. Trade. Give me the Shinra Avian breastplate, why not?
If you ever want to change your Chocobo's gear, feel free to use the stable just over there.
Sure, I'll do that right now. The Choco Boutique. Alright, so we have the Shinra Avian breastplate. Let's just equip it. You can edit the colors. I like this one, color set 3. And you can make your own as well, which is pretty cool. Alright, good. Yeah, discoveries are like really small quests that you can just take care of pretty quickly. Alright, let's begin our quest finally through the grasslands. We're going to start getting completing everything. But first, I'll just quickly show off what we collected. We got the Crescent Moon Charm, which is an item that allows you to... It reduces the damage taken while not actively controlled in battle. So for example, if you're playing with Cloud and you've got it on Barrett, he'll take less damage. I'm not using anything anyway, so I'll give you that. And you can have the headband so that you don't fall asleep for whatever reason. Okay, good. And what else did I get? Oh, it was Mist Seeds and Beast Talon, so we already know those are materials. All good. Where's my Chocobo? Alright, here we go. So now let's see if we can make this efficient. The first place we're going to is the Moogle spot down here. So I place a pin and I head down there. I'm going to try and follow the road, but also like try and navigate my way through these mountains. Ah, okay. I got pretty lucky here to find this straight away. Treasure hunting with Chocobos. When the question mark icon appears above your Chocobo, buried treasure is nearby and waiting to be sniffed out by your feathered friend. Hold up on the D-pad to sniff the air, and then use the right thumbstick to face the scent. Once you face in the direction of the scent, it will become visible. Follow the scent and press down to excavate the treasure. Alright, let me jump up here because I have a feeling I'm going to have a better vantage point from here. Okay, so it's somewhere here. Ah yes, when you see rabbits, hang on a sec. Yeah, I am, wow. I have really been like super good at finding those lately. Oh, I got a play arts rest spot? Okay. That's kind of a rare thing. I actually cannot remember for the life of me what that is. I think it's just a key item, yeah. A collector's item, a model of the benches that serve as a place of respite for weary travelers. I'm not 100% sure. I think this has to do with the side quest later. What you can do if you want is let me know if you head in this direction. Like, it shows it up on the map, but you can't actually like hover over it like you can with like the tack shop or Choco Boutique right here. But if you find one here and it's that same thing, I guess then they probably are going to be all the same. But if not, then let me know in the comments and let other people know as well. Alright, Moogle Intel Prairie Moogle. Mogstools. Pop inside a mushroom-shaped mogstool to get a peek at the lives of the fantastical creatures who dwell therein. Yes, what about it? Can I hop off? Thank you. Alright, inspect the mogstool. Enter the mogstool? Yeah, why not? What's the worst that can happen? Hello? I feel like this mogstool is like the equivalent of the Winnie the Pooh land in Kingdom Hearts.
What the?
Welcome to our Moogle Emporium. Though, I'm sorry to say, we aren't open quite yet, and I'm not even sure when we will be. Those Mooglets are refusing to come back, and we can't do business without them, Kupo. Actually, maybe you wouldn't mind helping? The Mooglets are having too much fun to come back on their own, so I want you to round them up. And then we can open up the Emporium, and everyone will be happy, Kupo!
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks so much, Kupo!
Okay, Moogle Mischief. Chase the Mooglets around the field to lure them back into their mogstool, or catch them and escort them there yourself. Just beware their playful little tricks. Get hit 3 times and the game will end, Kupo. Okay, so all you have to do is get them towards the Mog House, and just be aware that they have like different abilities that will basically hit you, and if you get hit 3 times you fail. It's not too difficult, just try and like angle yourself in such a way that it allows them to go in. Also knowing what each Moogle does helps. Like for example, this one is being a real pain. Good, cannot believe I got that. Moog. Can I get close enough? Let's go. Alright, Moki. Oh, you got bananas. Playing Diddy Kong Racing or something. Yeah, you can get it in. You can get them in there. Yes. Beautiful. That was pretty quick. On practice, I did that so fast. I was actually impressed that I did it as fast as I did. Even the music here sounds like Kingdom Hearts 3, like the Toy Story music almost.
Thanks so much, Kupo! Now we can finally open the Emporium! Here you can exchange Moogle medals for cool stuff we found lying around. Everything's great, I promise!
Yeah, I don't know about everything, but some stuff is good. Moogle Emporiums. Returning all the Mooglets to their Mog Stall will grant access to a new shop, at which you can exchange Moogle medals for a variety of enticing items. Helping open more Emporiums will increase the Moogle's merchant rank, which will in turn expand their selection. Alright, so what can we get so far? You can get an Ether for a single Moogle medal, you can get a Ruby and an Emerald for 10, you can get HP up Materia earrings, which is an interesting item. Earrings which incorporate an orb of HP up Materia into the design, allowing the wearer to avail themselves of its magic. That's badly worded, but essentially it says allows use of the highest level of HP up Materia, increasing maximum HP by 30%. Is that the highest? I'll check my HP up Materia in a second. Yeah, so like for example, even if you've got like a bunch of you got some weapons and some armor, and you've got as many spots as you can for Materia, you could have this as your final item and it'll give you the ability to use HP up Materia, which is pretty cool. And then we have the primers, so these are the books that we can get for each character, and I believe they give 10 skill points. I think I said that before, I don't quite remember, but at the moment they have Clouds and Tifa's ones, and at the very top in the top left says merchant rank. There's one single star and there are 6 pips after it, so we'll have to do what we just did there with the Mooglets 6 more times, and it's the same exact thing, it just becomes a bit more difficult each time.
Just so you know, there are 6 more Mog Stools out there, Kupo. So be sure to say hi to my friends if you find one. Also, the more Emporiums we open up, the more stuff we'll have for you to buy. That's a win-win situation in my books, Kupo.
Alright, it's a win-win situation. Alright, cool. So we completed a pip, we get 10 world intel points, which is really good, and some party experience. Alright, we find our second cache area here. It's called Jade Wind Hill. There are 3 treasures to collect. A mixed potion. Hopefully I can remember. I think I missed some boxes at the previous cache. I was like watching back the episode and I was like, oh, there's some boxes right there, but I couldn't see them in the moment. Now, I always forget what the last one is. I think it's further this way. Oh, okay, I wanted to collect this anyway. I think it's on this side. Yeah, I think it's by that windmill there. So, I really like the design of the grasslands and all the areas, like, they all look really good. I think one of the things that I noticed, it took me a while to notice, but one of the things that's a bit jarring is when you run around with the Chocobo and just how you navigate these areas. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Alright, so now that we've done that, we want to head down. It was to the rest stop, wasn't it? I think it was here, so I want to head right there. You can just barely see the like where the path is. Okay, so this should be pretty good, but you'll see like when you're running in a straight line, just every so often he'll like stutter depending on like where you walk. If you're walking on the main path, it's not too bad, but just every so often he'll just like stutter and it'll be a little bit annoying. I should have probably fought those guys. I'm also trying to find the bloody thing. Okay, let me quickly fight you guys. Pretty sure we got the Toxera, right? Yes. Hang on. Ice, and the other one's fire. Okay, I'm gonna try Fireball Blade's attack. So I need to finish off an enemy with... So it's lightning and fire. Yeah, there we go. So he died with the fire element of the attack. Bang. And that gave me proficiency, which is great. Okay, where is this thing? Please tell me I didn't miss it. There it is, good. Stray Chocobos. These tough little chicks will lead you to Chocobo stops. Okay, I don't see it, but there it is. And now you press triangle, press and hold triangle rather. Activate the Chocobo stop and you'll see a golden plume falls down. And if I wasn't on the Chocobo, I would give the Choco Chick a pet. We'll give him a pet later. Okay, so we've done that. Now we've got to go to the Remna Wave Tower, correct? Yes, I believe so. like I said, I'm gonna try and make this as efficient as possible. Obviously this episode spent a lot of time, damn it, spent a lot of time in the combat simulator. So like I said, simulator. But we'll definitely have time to do more stuff later. The shortcut there, sorry if the camera moved too quickly. The Eastern Seaboard Tower. And I think they've mentioned this before, but sometimes enemies take up residence.
Here we go.
Nice. Right, yeah. That was an example of, oh, perfect. Oh my god, that was so good. Yeah, that was an example of pressing the triangle button at the exact right moment. It's difficult to explain, but it feels natural to do it. It feels intuitive and natural to press the triangle button at specific moments. Sort of like at the end of combos, or when you perform like some other cool thing. Anyway. How much time we got? 14 minutes. I'm actually recording this episode. I don't usually do this, but for whatever reason I was feeling okay. I'm recording it on a Tuesday night after work, and yeah, I'm usually like super exhausted, tired, frustrated, annoyed, sick, and basically don't have time most of the time, or I do have time, but then it's like if I record an episode, then it's like, alright, I'm in a rush to try and get to bed and all that. But I was like, you know what, today, because I didn't really record on the weekend, because I wasn't feeling great, I was like, I'll record tonight and see how it goes. Give me a second here just to figure out. So that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go do this one here. This is Divine Intel. It's slightly different to... Oh, those are all rare. It's extremely rare to see like 4 rare items in one location. Make sure you're pressing those triangle buttons. Alright, here we go. Charlie's gonna talk.
Hey Cloud, do you notice any sparkling minerals nearby?
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but it's that thing right there in front of us.
These are known as guide stones, crystals that direct travelers to shrines to the divine. The stones emit light when they shatter, producing an illuminated path. If ever you're lost, try smashing one. Following the light should lead you to a sanctuary set to honor the tutelary deity of a given region. The shrines contain untold divine knowledge, slumbering within massive crystals. I can use this knowledge to strengthen your summoning materia, so I encourage you to seek out said sanctuaries.
Yeah, I'll explain how these work in a moment a little bit more, but if you just smash this thing...
The grasslands are home to Titan's sanctuaries. In the Age of Myths, when Titan rose from his subterranean prison, he created a massive earthquake. Thus did a vast swath of land rise from the sea, becoming the grasslands.
Okay, whoops, I actually thought that was where I was supposed to go, and here's the second one, and I missed. Got it. Thought that's where I was supposed to go. What I meant was I thought the cliff edge went further down there. Alright, we made it. Now we play a little mini game. Nothing too special. Sanctuaries. Sanctuaries contain the crystallized knowledge of summons, which will strengthen your summoning materia. The path to a sanctuary is lined with guide stones. Break one to release a light that will lead you to the sanctuary. Is this pointless busy work? Yes. Will I do it anyway? Yeah, why not?
This is positively incredible, Cloud. I can't recall ever seeing a crystal of this caliber before. To think the secrets of the divine dwell within. I cannot wait to see what sort of intel our analysis will yield. You'll need to synchronize with the crystal before I can extract data on the deiform entity. I'm counting on you.
Alright, analyzing summon crystals. Examining a summon crystal will reveal its memory matrix. A series of points will appear in order, and you must memorize their positions and necessary timing. The points will then disappear, and you must make inputs at the correct times to replicate the matrix. If you succeed, you will weaken the summon in its combat trial and strengthen its corresponding materia. Attempt to analyze the Titan crystal, yes. Now the weakening thing, I'll mention that in a bit. Don't worry about it too much. Alright, X, 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 X. So we just got to memorize that. And you can commence whenever you want. So 3, 2, 1. So we go X, 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 X. That should be about right. It's pretty lenient. Like the way they designed it is like if the player presses it within, I don't know, like maybe 6 frames or something like that, they'll get it. So yeah, intelligence aid. What's that one? Gather world intel at 5 separate locations. Okay.
Analysis complete. I managed to extract the necessary data from the crystal. This should allow me to strengthen your materia.
Okay, yeah, so it makes, once we receive the Titan materia from defeating Titan in the combat trial, it will be at level 2 instead of level 1 because we've done that. But we also gain access to a weaker version of Titan to fight in the combat trial itself if you can't beat the full strength version. Fortunately, we will be able to beat the full strength version, and I will definitely be doing the full strength version. But not only that, you can choose to fight, like weakening the summon won't mean you have to only fight it at that weakened state. You can still fight it at full power. Okay, is this enough? Oh no, he's gonna die. I'm never gonna get this one. No. Damn. Perfect.
Never in doubt.
Yeah, so when you're in the air, damn it, I forgot immediately. I was about to say it, but it's something to do with being in the air. I think if you're in the air in Punisher mode, you can press triangle and he'll launch himself downwards and return to operator mode. Alright, let's do phenomenon intel. These ones are really important because they lead to something much later in the game. Maybe I should have just left these. And it's going to take a while, but I think I can get through this cutscene before the episode ends. The end of the episode.
The proto-relic should be somewhere in your vicinity. It may not be in plain sight, but I trust you'll be able to find it.
Alright, so there's a gate here we can't enter, but if we go around this side, and there's a spot to enter there, I'll just quickly grab these. What are those voices I hear? Sound a bit familiar. Yeah.
Hell yeah! I appreciate it! Wait, what are we appreciating?
Oh, not these guys.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! What the hell are you people doing here?
Who are you?
Oh hell no! Don't you dare act like you've forgotten Beck's badasses!
Yeah, you walked into our home and beat us to shit! We hadn't even done nothing!
You big jerks! You're responsible for the destruction of our charitable organization!
Oh, are we?
News to me.
What did you find?
Wouldn't you like to know? I mean, I would too, and it looks like crap, but it's definitely pulsing with a ridiculous amount of power.
Once we flip it, we'll be swimming in lakes of gil!
Hey, Cloud, isn't that...
What are you doing here?
Midgar isn't big enough for us. We're taking our operations worldwide.
We've gone legit! We're a business now!
They're special kind of stupid. If Shinra can take over the world with Mako, then all we gotta do is find our own treasures, and then we'll be on top. Yeah, we're gonna appreciate all the things.
Hand it over now.
Hold on, now you're after our treasure?
Well, sucks to be you, we found it!
Yeah, we're the only ones who can appreciate it.
Hand it over. Now.
Ha! You really think that's enough to intimidate the likes of...
No, please, it's all yours! Just don't hurt us again!
Play dead! Play dead! Oh, we're freaking out! Now Listen here, numbnuts. I got a foolproof plan. I call it... Use a decoy! So, who's the decoy? All of you, that's who! I've always wanted to be a decoy!
Wait.
Gentlemen, it has been an honor. If you survive, meet back at the hideout!
Damn it! Decoy's attack!
Alright, I'm gonna just try my best here to not kill them, but I would like to... Come on, get out of there. No, she's killing one. Okay, she already took one out, that's fine. Don't worry, we'll have an opportunity later. So we're gonna assess Butch. I'm not gonna worry about figuring out how.
No holding back.
Perfect. Okay, let's assess Bert. He's gonna come after me. Do I have enough time? Oh, okay. Sort of.
Let's do this.
Wait, I need. Triple slash.
Here we go.
Come on. Get over here. Focus thrust. Actually, yeah, maybe I can get another proficiency bonus here. Oh gosh, watch out for Twister. I'm not going to be able to get it in time. No. Is there anything I can do? No. Let's finish him off.
Cloud, my readings indicate the proto-relic is on the move. Would you mind updating me on the situation?
Bandits beat us to it.
Oh? I see. Fortunately, I've already ascertained the proto-relic's destination. Would you mind heading there?
Alright, we did it. I did miss one assess, but that is okay. I believe we'll have another opportunity later. Alright, I'll explain this in a second. So we unlocked Phenomenon Intel 2. So the way this one works is every time you complete one of the Phenomenon Intels, it unlocks the next one. So who did we actually miss? I missed Burke. Alright, so you. So I have to try and remember that. Alright, at least we've got everything else. Alright, pretty much out of time. We've got a little bit left. Yeah, that part's funny. I think you're supposed to use that, whatchamacallit, this pole, but I think they coded it wrong. I think they forgot to remove the pole, like, because there was a pole on that side, wasn't there? There was, wasn't there? Alright, well there was an option to jump off on the other side as well, and I think they just forgot to remove the pole. Okay, so where do we want to go next? We want to head to... We're almost out of time. We want to head here? Yeah. I did sort of skip it, but we want to head here. I actually want to check if this is correct, because I'm not entirely sure, but let's find out. We're going to head to sort of that area that I put on the map, because there should be another opportunity to, what is it called? Sniff and scour, or scent and sniff, something like that. Let's see. Yes, no? Yeah, okay. So if we press up and face towards the rabbits probably, and walk over here. Now, when you're pressing down, be very careful about your timing because... Oh, okay, I didn't even get the sound there. Expert Ex-kweh-vator. And we have a Choco Chick. Fantastic as well. Choco Chick runs really fast as well. Like if you sprint, it'll sprint. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna get off the Chocobo here since we're out of time. Cloud can lift this up by himself. Thing looks heavy, man. Like close to 50 kilos, 110 pounds, something like that. Alright, come here. He's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Alright, cool. How are we doing health and MP wise? Terrible. So let's use the bench here. Oh, I have to use a cushion, don't I? Well, I'm never going to use a cushion for anything. Wait, why do I... Oh, okay. I thought I only had one cushion. I love how he just pulls the cushion out of his pocket, like flicks it, and it just opens up perfectly. Alright, cool. And I'm going to leave things here. The next place we're going to go is right here to the Fiend Intel. By the way, the location that Chloe, who is at the Chocobo farm, and she's right here in this barn, wanted us to go for the quest Flowers on the Hill, is all the way over here. That's really far right now. We're not going to do that. But we will eventually. For now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 5 of Less Platinum Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.